I don't know what you want me to do anymore, Hosea. Feels like, and some card readings have been confirming this, that you're just trying to confuse me so that you can break me down and hurt me. I don't know if in the baby echidna short you're calling me a hole, which is mean, which just tells me that you don't really give a shit about me. So some holes are nice, like, to toy with for a while, and then it's time to move on. And that's supposed to be a life lesson. Do you really think that all this happened, that I noticed you doing what you were doing on YouTube because it was just supposed to be a life lesson? Like one in a, not just 1 in a million, probably 1 in a billion chance that all of my background and everything I've ever studied and meditated on would lead to me noticing you referencing the Abrasics in your videos. That's not just a life lesson that sometimes you have to move on from playing with a whole, like from dealing with somebody. Like I learned that from Dan. So there's definitely more to this than a stupid life lesson. Well, I wouldn't say it's stupid, but you know, it's not just a life lesson. And you're trying to make light of the whole thing when you know that there's more to it than that. You're not showing up here. You haven't been showing up. You know, I invited you to show up and give me more tangible guidance and some assurances that you're not just trying to hurt me, or you know what your intentions are towards me. It seemed like you offered me to join you guys, but then I guess that's rescinded. I don't know. All I do know is that it really seems to smack of cowardice that you can't hop on a plane, come down to Florida, and sit and speak with me and explain things to me. And yes, I do think I'm owed explanations. If you think you don't owe me anything, I mean, look inside yourself and really, because when I ask myself, does Hosea not owe me anything? The answer to that is no. He does. Like the answer that bubbles up is like, yeah, no, you're owed something. He owes you. He at the very least owes you explanations. He owed you a straightforward, like, explanation, face to face, eye to eye, in the flesh. But you instead, it seems like you just played games. I don't know what your reasons are for that, but yeah. So, you know, I held off putting out information on you for a while, as, you know, trying to offer an olive branch, trying to see, you know, if, like, what you want here, trying to see if that will get you to come here and give me what I've been asking for, some assurances, some explanations. I deserve, as an adult, to be totally informed of what I'd be getting myself into, but it's like you just want me to jump right in to, I don't know what this is, you know, totally blind. You don't want to explain things to me, and that's not good for me. I'm an adult, or I'm trying very hard to be. Adults do not just jump into things without knowing what's going on. You're acting like a shady car salesman, dude. Like, you know, if they're selling you a good product, they want to tell you everything, absolutely everything there is to know about it. They are happy to sit down and explain everything about it from like who came up with the idea, where it's manufactured, where the materials are sourced. They give you a lifetime warranty. Because they have so much confidence in the product or the deal, they know they're not selling you a raw deal. But like a shady dealer, somebody who's trying to sell you on something that they know is not going to be good for you, you're not going to be happy with, it's not a good product, they tell you as little about it as possible. So again, like, all I can do at this point, because you are not coming correct with the information I'm asking for, all I can do is just infer from what little bits of, the way you're behaving. So the way you're behaving, again, is suggesting to me that you're trying to trick me or hurt me. That this is none of this is in my best interest at all. And so I think maybe I just need to keep on pushing on and doing what I was initially inspired to do, what it feels like I was supposed to do from the beginning, which is keep reporting on you and compiling information and just putting it out there. So maybe my next thing should be talking about the name Echidna and how that relates to the mother of monsters and how that relates to the Abrasics. I know I've said hurtful things about you in the past, but I'd like to think that you know why I did. I had, I think, more of a good reason to kind of like poke fun at you, thinking that you abuse kids. But, you referring to me as a whole or something is really just shows me how little respect you have for me. Or am I misreading it? Are you saying that you're getting away from the Abrasics group or something? Considering, again, Echidna seems to represent the Abrasics, the mother of monsters. Are you saying you've outgrown them? I don't know how to read this anymore. And I think maybe that's part of what you're trying to do. Maybe you're just trying to confuse me, make me question whether you're a good person or a bad person, so that I just don't know. I don't trust myself anymore, my instincts. So and then the why koala, why? Are you asking me like, why cat, why what? Why what? All it would have taken was for you to show up. That's all it took, was for you to show up and show me your face and answer my questions, and like give me explanations and give me some assurances. At the very least, give me assurances, make me some promises that I know I'll be safe, that I know I'm not sacrificing parts of myself that I consider to be important, like good things about myself. But I guess you're not doing that because that's not the case. Like, I wouldn't be able to be around you people without sacrificing parts of myself that I'm just not willing to sacrifice. I'm not willing to sacrifice. I refuse to sacrifice the mother in me. It felt shitty enough saying the words I said back in March, and it felt like for a little while I was getting a warning after that. This is what that's like, when I felt like there was some kind of emptiness in my heart. It wasn't totally empty, but it was like I was cut off for a little while from who you suggested was the Holy Spirit, and I think that might be the mother, right? But I don't know. Again, I just don't know. And you're not giving me any information to clear things up, which again makes me feel like you just want me to be confused. I don't know how to read all of this anymore. I just don't know. why what? You know, why what? Why have I been pulling back my energy? Because I don't know if I can trust you. I stupidly started getting in my head, maybe I was wrong about them, maybe. I don't know. Again and again, I'm not going back on my word. It still feels like I'm supposed to go in your direction. But maybe the way I'm supposed to do that is to continue pursuing justice. Continue compiling information on you, showing the world how the symbolism and stuff you're using references child abuse. I was hoping for a little while maybe it was something different. But again, you're not taking any actions towards me that prove that to me. You've sent me nothing tangible. You have not shown up here in the flesh. I'm not talking about astral projection or anything like that. I expect a flesh meeting. I expect you to be here in front of me. I expect that amount of trust. Like, if you don't trust me, why should I trust you? What is it you think I'm gonna do? You're acting like you're scared of me, and that's, I don't know, that just is absurd to me. Because this whole time I've been like pissed scared of you guys doing something to hurt me. So I think this is comical at this point. Like, what? So again, I just don't know what to make of anything, of any of this anymore. I think I'm just going to start tucking away, like just sweeping away any notion of like I was meant to be going in your direction in any other way than just seeking justice for any children you might have hurt. And like bringing light to all of these symbols and what they mean. Unless you would like to come here and clear up the confusion. But again, like, that's probably not going to happen, right? Most of the readings are saying, like, you're trying to confuse me. You want me in a state of confusion to weaken me. Some other readings that have been coming through is stuff like, you just wanted me for sex rituals. That some kind of special, I was supposed to have some kind of special baby. Am I not supposed to protect myself to some degree? Instead of just be a docile cow who just does as she's told? Am I not supposed to insist on some measure of protection and some promises of being kept safe? The fact that you don't think I should do that, if you don't think I should do that, that I should be insisting on like, no, you need to assure me of some things. Again, just tells me you don't give a shit about me. You want to use me or get rid of me. Or probably use me and then get rid of me. So I'm sorry I ever entertained the notion that maybe you were a good person and I was misreading all of this. I'm really starting to regret that. More than anything, I really just regret I ever saw any of this. There have been some things also suggesting that you're not you anymore, like you're whatever's in your body is not you. Like you were kicked out of your body and something else is controlling your body, but it's not you. Like your true spirit, your true soul or something is floating around disembodied, trying to find a way back into, where it belongs. Like some readings are saying, like, my true soulmate, my true person I was supposed to be with, my true husband, is not in the physical world anymore. Like his body is, but he isn't here. So maybe I'm just supposed to get justice for that happening. I don't know anymore. All I know is, again, I was initially inspired to start telling people about you guys and how you're operating and the symbols you're using and how you're interconnected. And since you are not coming correct, you're not bringing me truth, you're not bringing me clarity, you're not bringing me assurances of safety or anything like that, that I've been asking for. All I can do now at this point is just keep going with my initial inspirations. It's just keep pushing forward and just try to get back to the headspace I was in before. But not try, I will. Get back to my exercise routine, get back to being healthy, and just, I wish this could have been different. I wish you'd had the courage to just come down here and speak to me. Like, what would you really have lost? Seriously. If y'all are so much bigger and badder and stronger and more powerful than I am. Which maybe should tell me something about how much power I have that maybe I'm not aware of. Maybe I'm more powerful than I'm giving myself credit for if y'all are too pissed, scared, cowardice to come down here and look at me in the eye and in the face and tell me what's really going on and give me some real answers and give me some assurances. So, yeah, all right. And the badger claws are better than Wolverine's claws. I guess, am I the badger? Am I the honey badger? Do you consider me to be the echidna or the Abrasax? Because it seems like sometimes you guys call yourselves like the birds. I don't know. So, and it's like the echidna is hunkered down next to the nest with the birds and the two babies. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I just don't know anymore. And yeah, again, it's because I'm stupidly trying to. I think I know you're trying to say stuff to me, but I'm gonna stop and trying to interpret things that you're trying to say to me in these videos. I'm just gonna start focusing on the symbols and pointing out how they relate to Brassics, devil worship, child abuse. I'm refusing to interpret anything that you're saying to me unless it's coming from your mouth to me, to my face, eye to eye, face to face, in the flesh. When you decide you want to come down here and have a real conversation with me, a face-to-face flesh conversation with me, then I will start listening to what you're saying to me. Beyond that, I'm just going to take anything that you're saying in your videos, trying to say to me in your videos, as you trying to confuse me. So, all right.